Warning: the following video may have language that some viewers may find offensive, and others are already offended. Viewer discretion is advised, but not really. No animals were hurt in the making of this 4-hour feature film.
Hi everybody, thanks for joining me here on the Full Monty video podcast that we shoot right here in St. Thomas, Ontario. And today we're going to be bringing in a guest. Well, my microphone is making all kinds of little weird noises here. There, let's move it over. How's that? Is that better? Okay. We have a local resident that has wrote quite a few books, children's books. And actually I've heard of the name, but I never really knew anything about them or where the author's from or anything. So it's kind of the whole idea of this show is to bring in people from our community and introduce you to them. And a lot of people may be like, wow, I've seen those books, or, you know, I didn't know we had this person living here. So Nicola Zacher is our guest today. So thanks, Nicola, for coming in. And I appreciate you coming in. So St. Thomas.
Yes.
Writing books?
Right, yes.
Kitty books?
Yes, living the dream. Yes.
Actually, living the dream. There you go. So when did you start writing?
In 2019.
2019, okay. So what was going on back then? Why did you start writing like these kind of books?
Well, my dad was diagnosed with dementia. Okay. And it was a shock for us, you know, and a sad time, and you had all these feelings. Mm-hmm. And my boyfriend at the time said, you should get your dad a puppy. And I said, a puppy? How can we deal with a puppy? We were so shook up. And he said, oh, you love puppies. And so I thought about it for a while. And I've seen these puppies on Facebook, and I thought, we need a puppy. Yeah. So I said, Dad, we're getting a puppy. And he was like, no. We like to travel. And if you get a puppy, I'm putting it in the garage. Oh. So I said, okay. So I went ahead, asked my hairdresser at the time about a puppy, and she knew a breeder. So I went to Talbotville and found Marley.
Okay, now what kind of dog is Marley?
Marley is a Shorkie.
A Shorkie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, part Shih Tzu, part Yorkie.
Wow. Okay, so up to that point, you guys never had a dog?
We did, yeah. We had a couple dogs, and then my brother brought home a lab too, so we had that for a short time.
Okay.
Before we gave it to a farm because it was too big.
So what made you start writing a book about Marley?
So I entered Marley in a Facebook contest because she was very cute. The baby's still very cute. And she won against all these American dogs. Now it was just Marley, like a picture of Marley, or you had to write something? No, I had pictures of Marley done, quite a few pictures, and entered them each week. So a beauty contest for the doggies. Yes, exactly.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay, so out of the states, all the dogs. I don't know why my microphone is making all kinds of funny noises here. I'll move it away. Yes. Yeah, kind of silly. Anyway. Out of all those dogs, Marley got it. She did. So I phoned CTV News and said, guess what? Marley's won against all these American dogs. And they said, we're coming to your house. Really? And I said, right now? We need to get ready. And they said, no, we come now or not at all. So I said, okay. So we got ready very quickly, and they interviewed my dad, Marley, and I. And where did they do it, at home? Yes, like at our house. Yes. Okay, cool. So what was the winnings of Marley? So it was for an illustrator's first inspiration for a book. Was it really? Yes. Okay. Yes. So Marley was her first inspiration. Okay. So. All right. So what made you want to write then about? So when I phoned them and said we've been on the news, and they wanted to know when the date of the book, when it's going to be published. And they said, oh, we're having some personal issues with the illustrator, so we're not going to do the book. And I said, oh no, I've just been on the news and told them that book is coming out. Yeah. So they said, oh, well, you publish the book. No problem. You can write a book. And I said, I've never wrote a book before. And they said, well, you just share your stories about Marley. So that's what I did. So how did you find a publisher? So there was a publisher in the group. Okay.
And she said, I'll publish the book for
Did
you.
she? Okay. All right. Awesome. So, but when you started writing it, what made you want to take the concept as a children's book?
Because I used to be an ECE. So
were you? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I went to college for. So it's
Okay.
actually a natural flow,
Okay.
because I used to read to the children all the time. That was one of my favorite things to do with kids.
Okay. I did find though, like even with a lot of kid books, as you get into seniors and very elderly people, the kid books relate back to
Yes.
a lot of them back to them too.
Yes. Yeah, Marley and I go to retirement homes and do author
yeah?
visits. Yeah.
Marley
And
likes the
yes.
the
She
people
loves
and the travel?
it. Yeah, she
Yeah?
does.
Oh.
Marley's very social.
So from Facebook contest to full publishing.
Yes.
So how many books are you on now?
This is my 7th book.
7th book.
Yes.
Wow. And where can people buy this? All your books, like are
So they're on Amazon. And
Okay.
I also have them on Facebook, have a website, marleysdream.ca.
she's quite a little cutie. Just
She
there's
is.
Marley, like little stuffed one of Marley, but
Yes.
we have what's it? Marley's Feelings. Marley's Feelings. Yeah.
Yes.
So what's this one? This is the latest book?
It is.
Okay. All right. So this is we were kind of looking in here earlier. So you have things like calming cards.
Yes.
So they can trace along the line, focus on breathing in and out.
Yes, it's more dealing with
that's-
anxiety.
Okay, that is pretty cool. All kinds of neat little.
Yes.
At first, I was thinking, okay, it looked like coloring
Yes.
book, right? But no, it's not. It's calming.
Yes.
Then you have the word search.
Right.
Those are cool.
Yes.
So this is for. Would this be for younger kids or parents to sit down with their kids and do?
I
These
think
kind of
both.
word searches.
Yes, I think the parents could benefit from going through the activities with the children, or the children could work on it by themselves.
Yeah. What makes you unique? List 5 things that make you unique in the space provided below. So the child actually has to think of their top 5 things that would make them
Right.
special.
Yes.
Okay, that's. I guess a lot of people always focus on a lot of negativity and stuff. We don't really
Yes.
say a lot about the positive
Right,
of
that's
people,
true.
right?
Yes, I've had mental health experts look at the book, and they said it definitely has value. It's not clinical, so it's not something they would use in their practice, but
No.
they said it has value for a library or
Okay, so let's go back to book 1.
any setting.
All right, so what was book number 1?
Book number 1 is Marley's Dream Love.
Okay,
I came up with that title because Marley came into our family for love,
okay.
and it was a dream.
So this
for
was
Marley.
really was this to keep your dad company?
It was.
Is this kind of
yes,
that was the
yes,
idea?
that was the idea of Marley.
I do know that because when my dad, he's been gone a lot of years, but we did actually get a dog to the pound in Stratford to keep him company
Oh, okay.
through the days that, my mom was working, I was working, and yeah, so,
Yes, I was with my dad all the time,
okay.
but it was more of a distraction for us to focus on Marley instead of,
Okay.
how life was changing or what we were facing.
Okay, I get it. So, so your dad actually at the start did not want a dog.
No.
How did he warm up to Marley, right?
Oh, instantly.
Instantly?
Yes, and very
nice.
protective of Marley. It reminded me of when I was little. 'Cause
So in this book that Marley's Dream.
Yes.
Is it Marley's Dream Love or Marley's Love?
Dream Love.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's the concept of that? Is that Marley coming to your place and finding love, or?
Yes, in the beginning of the story, how Marley becomes part of our family and
Okay.
starts living in our home, and
Really? Okay.
yes.
So once you wrote that, and you sent that off for publishing, and you got that
Yes.
published. So did that kick you off saying, "Wow, I got to write another one," or did you already know you want to write a bunch, or was this something new?
Yes. Well, the first one is a real learning curve.
Okay.
Because you think, okay, I wrote the book and now it's going to sell and this is going to be so exciting. And then
Yeah.
you think, oh, I have to promote the book. I didn't know about that part.
Yeah, a lot of marketing and
Yes,
stuff, right?
yes.
So when you even went to Amazon, was it hard to get your book to sell on Amazon?
My publisher was really good
they
about
did
getting
it.
that all set up for me. Yes, she
Okay,
was.
so the publishers. Now, here's something else. So people that want to write books, does a publisher charge you so much, like as a package deal, and they look after this, or is it once they publish a book, they make money from the sales.
Yes.
How does it work?
There's a percentage.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you still have to pay them anything up front, or do they just take it from the sale of the books?
No, to begin with, there is a cost.
There is a cost.
A setup cost.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one thing I wanted to know was if people do want to publish,
Right.
do they have to pay there's an upfront fee, then so much per,
Yes.
per book. But I guess if they're doing do they do the marketing too?
No,
Okay.
that's extra.
So
you have to pay and you have to pay extra for it to be put on Amazon too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Now, but they set it up, so they just take a little extra on their percentage as
yes,
books
they
sell.
do.
Okay, and how have they been selling?
They've been doing really well.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
I find they do really well on my author visits when
Okay.
I'm selling them personally.
Okay, so you travel around and go to what, bookstores?
Bookstores, retirement homes, libraries, schools,
Really? Okay.
museums.
Okay, so you have to call these places, set that all up yourself
Yes,
then,
I
right?
do.
Say you want to come in and
Yes.
meet people.
Right.
Do you ever do like the public library where you go down and read to kids? And
I do, yeah. We've
do you?
visited a lot of libraries.
I was
Yes.
down there a little while ago for Sean James, who was our canine officer for St. Thomas.
Oh, okay.
And he wrote a book about Trax,
Oh.
which was our first canine
Okay.
dog, which sadly Trax was just, I think in December we lost him. He finally went to the doggy bridge.
Oh, okay, all right, the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, but before that, so Trax was the first one, then there was Axel.
Oh, okay.
And then Axel just retired. Now they have, I think it's Rocky, that's our third canine. But Sean was the very first with Trax.
Yes.
They actually had a contest, I believe, at the time for the school kids to name.
Oh, wow,
And
that's exciting.
with the Railway City, the train. So one of the, I think it was a little girl.
Yeah.
Came up with Trax.
Oh.
And that's how, and then
Oh, that's
tracking.
very exciting.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
but anyway, Sean, I went and we videotaped a whole, where he did his first book reading with the kids. And
Okay.
I had a bunch of children there, and him and Trax read
Yes.
the book, and it was all about Trax as a little puppy wanting
Yes.
to be a police dog,
Oh.
and how Sean got him.
that's so
And,
cool.
Yeah, it was actually a really cool book. And
Yes.
then it came from that, went to the same book, but then as a coloring book, and all the kids could color. And
Okay.
so it was pretty fascinating.
Yes.
Fascinating book. So when you did the first one, what was book number 2?
Book number 2 is Marley's The Dreamer.
Marley the Dreamer. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what was Marley doing at that time? What was she dreaming about?
So that is more into Marley's new life with
Okay.
her new family and how much she loves her world.
Really? Okay.
Yes. So you
Okay.
you dive into Marley's world.
Okay. And then from there, so what other adventures does Marley get into? You said we get into these that are more getting into an interactive book. Where
Yes.
You have to kind of participate in there
Right.
and do things. But
Right.
as Marley is making this journey, and as you are portraying her, so what else does Marley?
Well, then we were hit with COVID. So
Yes.
all the children were at home
Okay.
doing school online.
Okay.
So I thought it'd be the perfect time for an educational book.
Okay. All right.
And so we did Marley and Shelley's Playdate, where Marley teaches Shelley the turtle math.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was fun. That's going over very well.
Okay. Now, you had said before we started taping, your dad had passed away during the COVID
Right.
thing. Did you come out with anything for Marley about your dad's passing?
Yes, it is mentioned in this book.
Oh, in that one?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Yes. Where Marley is feeling sad, and then
Yeah.
I suggest that she go on a play date.
Probably wasn't hard to get the feelings for Marley, was
No,
it?
no, it wasn't.
Yeah,
No, not at
I
all.
understand that. So
Yes.
okay, so then for Marley, so does it talk about, so Playdate, it's kind of a teaching on how
Yes.
people are, or the Marley is interacting with
Right.
her
Which-
friends. and-
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, then we go off from there.
And then Christmas, because
Oh, we got
Christmas
Christmas,
was
so
always
Marley's-
very special.
Yeah.
And my dad and I, one Christmas day, we went to Toronto, and we got on the train Christmas morning and went down to Toronto. And because Christmas was very hard because my grandmother, my dad's mom, passed away at Christmas. So he wasn't always thrilled about celebrating Christmas. And I said, why don't we go to Toronto? So that's what we did. So I have all the pictures of him and I in Toronto.
Oh, really?
So,
Yes, you do. Okay.
So the books really helped me because I still felt that he was part of the books, because he was part of the first one and he still is.
Well, is that ever neat?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yes.
That's a nice tribute to him.
Thank you.
To keep it in there, so.
Yes.
Awesome. So what's in the plans for Marley? Like, where are we going? This last one that you have, so you're getting into interactive kind of, I see you got like hardcover, you've got the soft covers.
Yes.
What do you like better? Do you like the hard or soft?
I find for the libraries, a lot of the libraries request a hard copy.
They want the hard copy.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you have your book printed so like only a few in hard and then the rest are soft?
Yes, I can have, however many I want. So,
oh, really? Okay,
yes.
That's not so bad.
No, it's print on demand.
I guess it depends on, the size of book or whatever. Now, who does the illustrations then of your book?
A friend in London actually does.
So a friend of yours does that?
Yes,
okay,
she
cool.
does. She has a business in London.
Now, to publish a book, though, you tell the publisher, I want X number of books? Or did they tell you, we will publish for this amount?
No, I can see how many I want.
Really? So how many would you get printed?
Maybe
maybe
like 5 at a time.
Just 5 books?
Yeah, I try to have like a few books. If I'm having an author visit, a few books of each copy.
Of each one, right,
Yes.
right. Okay, but through Amazon, does it come right from the publisher then to them?
It comes right to whoever's ordering it.
Okay, but I mean, you don't have to take that order and ship it out.
No.
It's already done by them on that
Yes,
end.
yes.
Oh, that's, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I get it. So from here then, so we got Marley's Feelings. So where's Marley going now and coming up in the future? What are we doing?
So, we have Marley's plushie.
Marley's plushie.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're hoping to get Marley in Toys R Us, the plushie and Marley's Feelings.
Oh, okay.
For spring.
Wow. Okay. Now, who makes Marley?
They were made in China.
Oh,
so
China.
Marley,
okay.
yes.
Yeah. So
Marley
you can order them
came
up
by boat from China.
Boaty dog. Well, it's kind of my mini me over here.
Yeah.
He was done by a company in California, but obviously made in China.
Right. Yeah.
They sent everything. I dealt with that company, photographs of what I wanted. It went there. They were actually really cool because every step they sent me emails and pictures and said, here's what we have. How's this? Do you want this?
Yes.
And they did it for every step of him, and then eventually that's how he showed up.
Yes,
so,
I love him.
he's a little bobblehead. So,
yes, he's very cute.
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah,
He
something else.
is.
So, was that kind of like Marley
Yes,
too?
that's
So you sent the
exactly what they
pictures?
did. I chose the color of Marley, the color of the bow, how the eyes were going to be.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Okay. Cool.
And
so,
the nose, even the nose.
This would be something that would be neat to have the police officers that when they go to, say, domestic calls,
Yes.
and they carry little teddy bears and different things for the kids. This would be kind of.
It would
I think this would be cool to give.
Yes.
We could get the police officers to carry a few Marleys.
Yes. Yes, I
little
think so.
girls and boys that are dealing with.
Right.
Marley's feelings and things.
Yes.
Maybe that would come in really.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it'd be very comforting.
That is so cool. So, all right. So yeah. What's in the future for Marley? So we have these here, but is Marley? What kind of books? What's turning in your head now for Marley?
We're going to come out with another book.
Okay.
Because we did 2 TV shows with Rogers.
Okay.
Where I read the books to children.
Nice.
From St. Anne's.
Okay.
We're
nice.
quite involved with St. Anne's School. We just did a coloring contest for Marley.
Okay.
And we're going to pick names and have a first, second, and third prize for the kids.
Okay.
And we did a puppet show with St. Anne's School. And the children are singing at the beginning of the show.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, it's very cute. That's online. And it was connected to the railroad because my dad was conductor on the train.
Okay.
So it's called All Aboard Marley Express 1 and All Aboard Marley Express 2.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how old is Marley?
Marley's 6.
6 years old now?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think this puppet show we're going to turn into a book.
Okay. And does Marley the real Marley, She comes
Yes.
with you when you do the
She
book
does.
signings
Yes.
and different things?
Yes.
Does she?
Yes. Yeah, she's the attraction.
That is so cool. She's such a cute dog, though. Even
She
on
is.
all the illustration, I see the actual picture of her down here, which is nice. We'll put all this up on the screen.
Yeah, she's
But
very sweet.
That is so cool. So now, as a publisher, though, as a person here in City of St. Thomas,
Yes.
is there an actual registry somewhere? Like, how do you get promoted, recognized, as an author coming from this area? Is there some kind of gala somewhere, some committee that you can...
Marketing, a lot of marketing. I've
marketing.
done a lot of marketing.
Okay,
Yes.
so was this something you were kind of into before marketing, or was this a whole new...
Well, I spent a lot of time teaching children. I was an ECE.
Yes.
And
okay.
so it was kind of a natural flow.
Okay. But to enter the marketing world, especially for children's books, like writing, I mean, that's quite a difference from... Well, teaching and writing is very similar, I guess.
Yes.
You're still expressing thought and
Right, yes.
what you're going to do. Here,
Yes.
you're putting it down. But
Yes.
did you ever see yourself writing children's books?
No, it was a bit of a curve,
Yeah.
but it seemed to just fall into place. So I think
what-
it was meant to be.
So what made you at that time go, you know what, I need to write this down. We need to sell it.
Yes.
Like what brought that on? Was it COVID at the time that there was lots of time for us to sit back? Or were you already writing previous to that?
Well, no. I mean, I was encouraged because the illustrator wasn't able to write the book, so they kind of gave me a little nudge to write my first book.
Okay.
And then I was talking to a friend that's also a writer, and she said, because she said, just keep going with it, keep sharing, because I would share my stories with her about Marley. And she said, you have another book, right? Marley the Dreamer. And she said, you just have to put it down on paper. And she encouraged me
Okay.
and helped me, and she's part of writing the books. And
So when you write, do you write, so do you old-fashioned way? Do you handwrite? Do you type it?
I
Computer?
usually select pictures of Marley and then write the story
Okay.
based on the pictures.
Okay, so now you have the story. So
Yes.
here it is on my computer right here.
Right.
And so you take this, you reread it, probably whatever, you make sure, that
Yes.
okay, I like this.
Yes.
Do you email this now to the publisher?
Yes.
Or does it go to an editor somewhere and they...
It goes to my friend that does the covers for
Okay.
Marley's book,
Okay.
and she designs the
So
cover,
she
and
designs-
then
okay.
we send it off to the printer.
Okay, so then it just goes right to the printer.
Yes.
So it's kind of self-printing?
Yes, self-publishing.
Okay,
Yes.
and then the publisher, though, the company, so is it, you have somebody then that distributes and whatever?
Yes.
Okay, so that's I was just trying to think, how is
The printer
whole
will print me
progress-
so many copies, and then I
Okay,
promote them.
okay, all right. So when somebody contacts, say, a bookstore somewhere, or say in Eastern Ontario, there's a library that's got wind of all this and they want to have a book signing and everything. So is it just you directly they would contact, or would they contact your publisher?
They could, Volumes Direct Printing Company in Kitchener, they can contact them, or they can contact me directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is contacts of you in these books?
There is, yes,
So-
and on my website.
Okay. So most of it, okay. So on the back you have, St. Thomas.
And that's funny you mentioned that, because there's a library in Midland that has just ordered all 7 copies of
Oh, did they
Marley's
really?
book. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I have 2 coloring books.
You have 2 coloring
Yes.
books. Okay. That's pretty, God, these are some fantastic photos. I'm going to get some pictures of these and we'll put them all up on the screen. But so these here that are just at the very end like that.
Yes.
Is this just pictures, or are these actual coloring pages that kids could do on this one?
No, that's actual, pictures that they could color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a little bit. This is quite an interactive book. Oh yeah. So you've got all kinds of different. That is so cool. And this is your friend that did this, all the illustration.
It is.
Ah, that's
yes.
fun. I can't draw, so
Yes, I know. It's a great art.
it's a talent, because I can do a pretty mean stick man, but that's about it. And yeah. All right. So Marley coming up then. So you've got the other adventures there with Marley. So right now, really what you're you're writing still, but you're still, the biggest part is promotion, marketing.
Yes.
Getting it out there.
Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
how do you find really hard to do that? Like, is it really hard to market? How do you market?
I think it comes naturally.
Yeah.
Because I have my brother and sister were both in real estate. My brother's still in real estate.
Okay.
And so I think it's.
Okay. So, but how do you market though? Do you contact, say you just go on Google and look for bookstores in, you know, anywhere in Ontario or
Yes.
out east. So
yes.
you look for those stores. Do you physically call them up, say, hey, I'm the author of these books? Okay, is that what
yes.
you do?
Yes, that's what I do.
And how's the reception? Do some of them go, yeah, okay, whatever? Or do they go, oh, are you?
Yeah, no, they're very curious
they?
about Marley. Yes,
then
and the whole story of how she came into our lives and part of our family.
Okay, so what's the selling feature then? What do you tell them? Here's my website, go check it out.
Yes. Yes,
that's
I
where all
email
the-
them the website.
Okay.
And they look at the books and
Okay, so is it usually done through email or do you actually physically call them on a phone?
I do. No, I call them.
You
yeah,
call them
I
and
find
then-
that you make a better connection.
Yes, exactly. So, and then get their contact.
Yes,
email
and then we email.
information.
Yes.
Oh, that is so cool. So
Yes.
it's just a matter of sitting down and just start spreading that.
Yes.
But now when authors get awards,
Yes.
you know, say, well, like for Amazon #1 seller, you
Right.
have New York's #1
Yes.
seller.
Yes.
How do you get there? Like, how does that distinguish happen? So is that just through, like Amazon would say you're our #1 seller and we give you this award, or
It's promoting again. It all comes
all
down to promoting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So as hard as, like everything, the harder you work at it, the better
Yes.
success you have, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, okay, so really you work hard at the promoting and you relax by writing.
Yes,
Is that how it works?
exactly.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, we'll carry on and watch for the
Okay.
next book. So
Yes.
thanks, Nicola, for coming in. This is pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, Marley, what a cutie. So we'll definitely 7 books.
Yes.
8 coming. When's 8 coming out?
In the spring.
Springtime.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So keep us informed, and you have Facebook page.
I do.
What's
yes.
the Facebook?
Marley's Dream Love.
Marley's Dream Love. Okay. So Facebook, Marley's
And
Dream Love.
the website, marleysdream.ca and marleysdream.com.
Okay. I'll make sure I got all that information. We'll put it up
Yes.
on the screen. So, okay. Awesome.
Thank you very much. It was an honor.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Marley is a cutie. So,
Thank you.
yeah. Maybe one day we can get you back and then have Marley come over.
Yes.
I know we said today we'll just talk about the books and stuff.
Yes.
But, weather's not the nicest out there today
No.
either. So, yeah. All right. Thanks.
Perfect.
Nicola.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, tuning in. There you go. Marley. We got all of Marley's adventures, books, 7 printed, 1 on the way. And who knows what Marley's going to get into. Okay? She's
Yeah.
quite adventurous.
She is.
Yeah.
She's
All right.
exciting.
Take care. Thanks for tuning in. And we hope to see you again soon. All right. Bye for now. There you go.
Thank you.